You are full of emotion, though, Ryan. That's one thing
I
I'll
am.
say about you.
That's great. All right, welcome to Trap Souls. I'm here with my co-host, one of my co-hosts, Mark and Becca.
Hello.
The one and only Becca Freshley. You can follow me at Becca Freshley on all my social medias. Last name Fresh Ley, or BeccaFresh.com. Catching up with my daily life adventures. I hope to see you there.
What does your daily life adventures?
Do I really have to elaborate?
A little bit.
My daily life adventures. Do you want to go on a side quest with me? I do random stuff all the time. I mean, I'm on this podcast. Am I not?
Is there ghost hunting involved on your adventures?
Well, now there's going to be.
Wow.
Check out my vlogs. There's a bunch of fun stuff on there.
Yeah. You want to know what her daily life adventures are? Check her out. Google it. You follow us at Trap Souls on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Everything else, who cares?
By the way, my sites and all of my social media are adults only, though. Thank you.
Sorry, kids.
Yeah.
And I don't have a site.
You got nuclear.
I do. I have the TikTok.
The tick of the talk.
That's right.
All right, so we were here with Becca. We just got done talking about Hunter's Tavern.
We've been yapping a lot.
Yapping a lot. Like half-hour break of yapping.
I would say.
So we want to talk about the future of Trap Souls.
I like that we have a future, Ryan.
Yes. Not me and you, Trap Souls. But the future of Trap Souls, what we plan on doing, and Becca's input and her future on ghost hunting, because she just got into this, so.
I can't take you seriously.
Ryan, I wasn't expecting you to say that. That was funny.
Okay.
I was trying to be good, but I was looking at him and he's like,
Me and Ryan don't have a future. Noted.
oh, so funny.
All right. Back at it.
Back at it. So we're talking about, so Becca joined us on her first paranormal investigation. We talked about that in the last podcast, so we'll keep going forward. And if she wants to go continue doing it,
Yeah. Definitely think it's a feasible option in the future. I would love it to be able to work something out. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I have a lot of fun at Hunters, but I also think there's a lot more possibilities in the future and doors to walk through and see what we could do.
Just don't stand in the doorway.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Well,
you might get breathed on and your hair lifted.
Well, if they do that, then I'm not going to be a happy camper, and hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So if they want to play with me, I'll play with them.
All right, so we're going to get this out of the way right now.
Right now?
Right.
We're going to do it right now.
Right now.
All right.
This is it.
Here it is.
This is the answer.
Let's hear it.
You've heard the REM pod go off a few times. So we're going to ask the REM pod solo for Becca Hunter's basement.
Wow.
It's not going to go off. Why? Because I'm not going to do it.
So if you want Becca to do a solo in the basement, make it go off. All right.
Well,
that's all.
Saved for now.
I was right.
The spirits.
Like normal.
I mean, it's only the first out of 5 times we've asked it that it didn't say yes.
The spirits have talked, and you gotta listen to the spirits.
No, they're napping. It's late.
Well, that wasn't a problem when we were doing our investigation at Hunters. They were definitely pretty active pretty late.
That's pretty true.
But they respect you and don't want you to go down there.
Correct, because I wouldn't have in the first place.
Yeah. So, Becca, you stated that you'd like to possibly do another investigation with us. Ryan, what kind of adventures do we have coming up in the near future?
So we are doing Madison Veterinary Clinic.
Okay.
Coming up. Probably done before this gets out.
Okay. Was there any legend to it, or is it just somewhere that we've been asked to come and investigate?
Just come and investigate. We're going to Savage Energy. They've investigated a few times. They work there.
Okay.
They say it's haunted, so we're going to go check it out. It's right down the street, so that's a good one.
Local.
Local.
Yeah.
And we got some new tools.
Oh, what did we get?
EMF tripwire.
Okay.
So we'll try that and see how that works out.
No explosives involved with the tripwire.
No spike strips.
Possible.
Possible. Okay. Well, we'll see. Future video.
Then it's possible we're going to do a bed and breakfast out in Medina.
Okay. We got invited to that as well.
We got invited as well. Owners asked
Nice.
your brother if we'd be willing to go in there.
Has anyone ever been there before either?
From what I understand, no.
Interesting. So another fresh place.
So. So that's gonna be my thumbnail.
I love it.
So I don't know if anybody's going in there, why they want us to go in there and investigate. So I mean, we'll check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe they've had some guests there that had some experiences. So again, we don't go in there and try to save people or whatever. We just try to go in and get some answers.
Right.
And usually, like Hunter's Tavern, we got answers, and they were good answers.
Yeah.
Your cabin, same thing.
Right.
Got some answers. And if there's anything else worse, then we'll find the right people to help you with that.
Yeah, I like that. We were mentioning before we started the podcast that these smaller, local, more close-knit locations are actually reaching out to us now because they know we're going in respectful to the owners and we're getting actual evidence. We're not exaggerating things, and we're just showing them what we find. And I think that's really going to build us the credibility to continue these local places.
Yeah, I mean, local places I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Definitely cool to be able to drive past the place
Yeah.
and be like, hey, you know what I did here?
Right.
Like,
you know, we talked about Hunter's Tavern before. I mean, you know, I talked to Patty.
Yeah.
You know, if she ever goes in there solo, like to open up, just say hi. That's
Yeah,
all you
right.
gotta do.
yeah.
Say, hey, what's up? Because you know they're.
You know, something's there.
Something's going to hang out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just want respect, just like us. So
Yeah. Respect.
respect.
Yeah. And I feel like one of the reasons why, thank you. All done. Thank you. Okay, we're all done. Thank you.
All right. So besides the run pod keep going off, we got the big trip we've always talked about, which is Postown Elementary, Old Hospital College Hill, Bel Air House.
That's going to be exciting. So
yeah.
we were telling Becca a little bit about it, Ryan, if you want to just kind of go into detail on what our itinerary looks like. And
I mean, pretty much we're going to leave in the morning. Yeah, a huge RV.
Okay.
A few of us
Yeah.
going. I don't think it's not set who's going the whole trip. We have plenty of room, so we're going to hit Postown first, then drive straight to, I think, Craig's doing a solo at Postown.
Okay.
He's going in first before anybody goes in there.
Okay.
Old Hospital will be the next day. I am doing solo at Old Hospital.
Shocked.
In the basement?
I said 40-minute limit, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot more because it's a huge hospital.
Well, I can see doing a solo, but do you got to do a 40-minute solo? It's kind of long.
Yeah, I hate those places. My solo, especially like those places, like you're talking Postown Elementary is a big school. You know, Old Hospital is a big school.
Right.
I'm not going to be sitting down talking for a half hour.
Right.
Spot. I'm just going to go check it out. If I get a feeling, I'll ask some questions and move on.
Do you think we can do the solos live? Possible.
I told you I'm not a social media guy, so
That's true.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to do to attach. They make like chest mounts. Just
Right.
attach a phone to your chest mount and hit record.
True.
we can try that. I mean, it's not a big deal.
I would hate to, like you did your solo at Ross House when we went there. And that was cool because when you were done, we were able to actually go back, watch the footage. You thought you saw a shadow, but we couldn't get it on the camera, but we were able to get it live action.
Yeah.
So I'd love to be able to get our viewers to see that. I'd hate to keep that away from them.
Yeah, I mean, what I plan on doing is at least I want to get a like heart monitor type.
Okay.
Thing.
Yeah, like how I did with my
Yeah.
watch, which my heart rate did spike.
Okay.
But
Definitely did.
I want to have it remote, like someone has a watch, then the people outside can see and film.
That
heart
makes
rate.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So right now, Aaron is doing Bel Air House. So
Really?
yes, that's where the
Yeah.
whole heart monitor thing came in.
Wow.
So Sarah was supposed to go with her. Sarah can't get off, so Sarah's gonna try to make it down for Bel Air. So Sarah does come. I'll have Sarah and her both come.
Okay.
But I know Bel Air, the last few things I've seen on Bel Air, it's getting pretty bad there.
Really?
Yeah.
Even more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like it's getting pretty dark.
Because I know you said Ross House was starting to ramp up from what you've been seeing.
I think not dark, but more
Activity.
But again, like we had, like Cindy will post a whole bunch of stuff on Ross House, and it's just full of activity. 3 days, then 1 day nothing.
Okay.
You know, like not much going on, and
Yeah.
ramped up. So we can't force the spirits to talk.
Yeah.
They'll talk to the talk. So that's why we have a different diversity group.
Right.
If you want to call diversity.
We do. I mean, you talked about the last podcast.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of everything.
Everything. I mean, we have Aaron, who's very sensitive to stuff. Craig, who doesn't believe in anything. You, who likes to debunk everything. Me, who
Have very high emotions. Big time.
I will go.
I feel like you're a very good conductor too. Like I feel like it's very easy for like energies to talk through you.
Could be. I mean, mellow.
When you were doing the Estes method, I really do feel like you were like they were talking.
But like doing that, like Sammy didn't get much.
Mm-hmm.
But then I went in there.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy's 18, 19 years old,
Right.
Female, and I went in there older. So it's good to have different people because you don't know who the spirits want.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like we have different equipment. Sometimes the REM pod goes out, sometimes there's spirit box,
Right.
sometimes they're EVP. We don't know. So
Yeah.
So we have all that cheap stuff that we buy.
Very cheap.
Very cheap.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it's good, and you know Becca wants to join us for a few.
Wow.
And
Becca, did you just get the invite?
I think I did just get the invite, and I think I did accept it.
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna join us on somewhere? Maybe drive out and take a.
I definitely think I'm gonna try to make the drive to one of these places with you guys. I think it sounds like a lot of fun.
Wow. What have we built here? A monster.
I know. I had so much fun at Hunters, though. Good. I think it was very interesting, and I would love to be able to learn more history, go to abandoned places. I was telling them I love abandoned places. Yeah. So that's why I started liking ghost stuff, is because of abandoned places. So kill two birds with one stone here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Ross House is kind of like Hunter's Tavern, I'm going to assume.
Okay.
That's what I'd say feeling like.
Yeah, I would say the feeling wise. Because we went in the basement there, and that's where the owner said there was all the activity. If you want activity, it's in the basement or in the upstairs bathroom. And me and Ryan did a duo in the basement for what? Maybe an hour.
Yeah.
And not one bad feeling, nothing uncomfortable, just calm, relaxed. It was almost like we could have set up a table and played cards down there. It was smooth.
I wonder if it would be different if a different energy, like you said before, like with the Estes, if I go in there instead and have a different reaction.
Well, right. We had Aaron, Chelsea, and Tegan went down there.
Right.
And they were getting a whole bunch of stuff down in the basement. And then when they came up, that's when I went and did my solo. So I'm like, oh, you need stuff, I'll go down there. So
love that.
That's Ross House is more of a mellow thing.
At least our first time. But like we've stated,
I don't think there's anything bad there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about the mimic being at Ross House and Bel Air connected.
I feel like I have to hold my ears. I'm the type of person, I don't really like to hear about like adventures and like what happened on them beforehand. I like the history, but I don't like to like know what happened.
Okay. Well, we can save that, I guess.
Yeah, save that.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Don't give a big truth bomb, but you already said mimic.
Mimic is a mimic.
Fair.
There's mimics everywhere.
I know, fair. But you're already starting to drive deets, so just be
deets.
No spoiler alerts.
I would say Bel Air House it's dark. It's gonna be your first investigation, probably your last investigation.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing I've already been on my first, right?
See, and I'm excited for it because you guys keep talking about it. I've mentioned it numerous times when you talk about it. I really hope it's as crazy as you talk about because I haven't experienced with you guys anything like crazy physical. Sammy's thing was the closest thing to like a physical being that I've witnessed with you guys. But I mean, you guys are talking about people getting knocked out at Bel Air House. You're talking about people getting scratched at Bel Air House. I mean, that's intense.
3 scratches of
that. I mean, if someone doesn't get punched in the face at Bel Air House, I'm going to be a little disappointed. I hope it's me. Hit me in the face. Show me something. Let me put it in the universe. No, I have the intention of wanting to get punched in the face right now.
Beller was always like a decent popular place. That was getting more popular, so we went down there. And I didn't expect. I knew it was a little dark, a lot of different dark history. Supposedly ley lines, which I don't believe.
That there's portals between Bel Air House and Ross House.
So, like Bel Air House, there's supposedly, I heard 7 portals. Now I'm hearing 17 portals. Who knows? So, okay, so Bel Air House. Not joking. This is real stuff here. We were outside, and this little orange cat was playing outside.
Just like your cat.
That's not little.
Well,
that's a basketball.
He is the cutest basketball ever.
Yeah.
The fluffiest.
I fluff. But, so we go in the basement. She can watch through this doorway in the basement where she gets scratched. So, being my daughter, she's like, well, I'm going to keep walking through it and see what happens.
A brave young lady.
So she walks through again. I'm taking pictures. I don't know where it's at. So I took these pictures. We went upstairs, looking at pictures. I see something above her. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I zoom in, and I'm like, shadow. We're at the seance table, obviously.
Shadow's one of the members.
Yeah. I'm like, look at this. He's like, that's a fucking goat. I'm out of here. Because it had eyes. You zoom in. Is that orange cat? So we ran back down there. It is nowhere for this cat to be. I'm
like up, and there's no rafters or anything like that.
There's rafters, but there's no cross beams.
Oh, okay. So it wouldn't be able to walk or be up there anyway.
No, there's this orange cat behind my daughter. Ooh. Cat ghost.
Cat ghost.
I believe in the animal ghosts.
You should.
So hardcore do I believe in the animal ghosts.
You get scratched.
Like the dinosaur ghosts.
You get scratched. And there's a cat ghost behind you.
Do you believe in unicorn ghosts?
Absolutely.
What about Bigfoot?
Oh,
that's a whole different story. Rick Miller, trust me,
here he asked me.
Ain't nobody against the Bigfoots here. Becca didn't mean to tread like that.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I believe that there could be a creature of that nature in the woods. I don't live in the woods. I don't know what's out there.
Cryptids. You believe in cryptids? Bigfoots and
I definitely believe that there's things that we don't know about, for sure. Do I know exactly what they are? Have I ever experienced it? No, can't say I have. But do I discredit it? Not really. I don't know.
How much energy does Bigfoot give off?
Well, because I guess it depends on the size. I think
he would definitely give off some big back energy.
Big back energy.
Because every time someone takes a picture of him, it's out of focus.
I just know somebody else thought that was hilarious.
You younger generation, you. We need to get Rick Miller on a show to talk about his experiences with Bigfoot and Sasquatch, Yeti, all that stuff, because he's a hunter. He hunts for that stuff.
Does he hunt for Bigfoot?
I got a question.
I don't know anybody else that hunts for him more than he does.
Like a 50-06 or something for a Bigfoot? Yeah. Like, what do you take Bigfoot down with?
You'd have to ask Rick Miller.
Beef jerky.
A 50 cal?
Beef jerky. Beef jerky. Sorry, Bigfoot. We didn't mean it.
So, yeah, it'd be cool if he can come on some more.
Yeah, I would absolutely love to go on some more adventures. Yeah. I love going on quests, and I definitely think this would be a few quest points off my list.
So we're staying at the RV park. I'm trying to find something fun to do during that day. Haven't figured it out yet, though. So Aaron's scared.
To find something to do?
Because I do find something terrible to do.
Oh, yeah, you do. You like games.
I do like games.
You're a game guy.
Anyways.
So you mentioned we had merch?
That's going on.
As it should.
So talking about like investigations, and I know why I do it. Mark, what is your main reason for doing an investigation? Like, what are you looking for? Just fun? I mean, it could just be like, hey, I have fun.
I mean, knowledge, actually. I would love to be able to gain some sort of knowledge from this, clarity. Like everybody's got to question what's on the other side. Yeah. Nobody's gonna know until we get there, And it's cool just to explore it. I mean, why not? I have if I can swing it and go. Why shouldn't I?
Yeah.
My main reason is the financiers. Like we do Madison. The stories have changed so many years, so I'm just trying to find
what happened.
So I want their stories. I don't want people making crap up.
Right.
Like
you want to hear it from them.
Maybe we can. Like Ross House, we got some very good stuff.
And,
I feel like my energy is too good to waste. You know what I mean? Like we got so much activity just by me being a little beacon. What could I do in these other places?
So you're saying you want to do investigations because you're awesome.
Oh.
She's fresh. I think you're right though. I like the history part that you just mentioned. So that's something like I didn't even say, like when you talk about why do you do this? The history is really cool. Answers and Trumbull Township, where Hunter's Inn is. I've lived there my whole life. I grew up there. Had no idea it was a pickle factory, and then a Sherwin-Williams. Like you think of Sherwin-Williams now, it's this big Fortune 500 company.
And
it was a general store. How crazy is that? So cool. Yes, the history part is absolutely amazing.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, you can't. That's history. Like that's what you gotta go off of.
So. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. History repeats
itself.
Yeah, we're doing my cabin in PA dates back to the 1700s.
Very nice.
The property, the cabin's early 1800s, and we're gonna do in the spring. We're going to do like a little family get together down there for all the members. They can bring their families down, have a cookout, and then we'll have a little camp out there. So it'll be a family fun day with a little investigation at the end.
Yeah, so that's fun.
It'll be neat.
You came up with some other stuff after your cousin.
Yeah. So like I would rather talk about it during another podcast, but found out that my cousin Scott, he goes down with his buddies and they do hunting in the fall. Mm-hmm. And he actually listened to our podcast because it was family part. He never listened to anything we've done before. And he goes, we were at the Super Bowl party and I texted Ryan after he told me. He goes, hey, Mark, he's like, I listened to your podcast. He goes, and it kind of hit me. And I was thinking, okay, because it's family, right? Well, no. So respect to him talking about it on this podcast, but his friend had died the year before in a snowmobile accident, hit a telephone pole and passed away. They went down hunting at the cabin every year in the fall for like 4 or 5 years. They hang an antler and a round up every time they go hunting for every deer they get down there.
What a great remembrance.
Exactly. Well, they went down this year and they celebrated. They took his ashes down. Aww. And they sat his ashes down on the table and they had a shot down with and some other fun recreations. And he goes, Mark, just because we did that, we just had a good time as guys down there. But when we watched that and that table kept hitting with all that energy and you guys couldn't figure out what was going on, he's like, it made me feel that maybe he was there with us and was still celebrating. So that was super cool. Like, if you can add another story to the story, that's something really important to people.
Because, I mean, we got a lot of hits on that table.
And I love the connection. As you saw, I was really passionate about, possibly that domestic violence. I related very much so with that. So, I feel like maybe that's one of the reasons why I felt that. So I think it's also cool to have that emotional experience because no one's able to validate that but me. Right. And you can believe what you want, but I definitely felt it. Yeah. I felt it.
Right. Yeah. And that's what it's about, right? Getting answers for people. And even when you stumble on them, you don't even expect them. It just happens.
And that's the thing, like you had that feeling. Like, is anybody going to believe you? Who cares?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I had it.
Yeah.
You can pass that on to the owners, which we did, Patty and Mike. We appreciate it, but we're not going to BS them.
Right.
Yeah.
What do we gain out of that?
Nothing.
A couple more followers, But I mean, that's what it's all about, is just trying to find some answers and going from there.
Absolutely. So just the first few months of this year, I mean, we've already hit. What did we end last year with, investigation-wise? Your first year of launching the group officially. How many investigations did you do in 2024?
We did 4, Madison, Ross. You didn't know Ross was this? No.
Ross was 24.
Yeah, Ross and Bel Air.
So that was it.
Yeah.
Just a few. And so far this year, we've done 3, including hunters.
Yeah.
And then the vet clinic will be 5. And then Greenbrier 6. The Medina bed and breakfast 7. And then the big trip adds 4 more on top. I mean, we're more than double halfway through the year that we did last year.
Yeah.
I mean, at this rate, and we're getting new members, which is really refreshing and fresh.
Who knows? Maybe I may have a couple fresh ideas for you too.
Wow.
And there might
I like how we all just.
there might be a special trip coming up.
Oh, one I don't know about. What's your dream haunt,
Oh,
Becca?
yeah.
Do you have one?
That's a good question. Not really. I mean,
No.
I don't have any expectations going into
Yeah.
this. I'm a sponge. I like knowledge.
Yeah.
I want to learn, you
Right.
know?
But there's not one place like, hey, I love it. Just go. Like Jenny Waite's house. Or...
I mean, no, actually, I just kind of want to go and explore. Like I said, I mean, I've already been to places like Gettysburg. I already know that feeling. I feel like this world has so much more to offer, and I just want to experience it all.
Sure.
So you've done ghost tours.
Mhm.
What is the biggest difference? What we do compared to ghost tours?
Well, I mean, ghost tours, they usually, I mean, at least the ones that I've personally been on, they haven't really had like all of this technology that you guys have had. And if they did, it was maybe just like, I don't know,
Cheap
microphone.
gimmicky things,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know that's exactly
Because
what
it's
it
for
kind of.
tourists.
Yeah, correct. That's
Or
what
like-
it felt like. And whenever I was on ghost tours, I was more interested about the history.
Right.
You know, like
History tour.
yeah. I don't know. I like museums. I like tours like that. So it wasn't necessarily. I mean, it was the woo ghost
Right.
part of it, but I was more interested in the history even
Yeah.
as a child.
Okay.
And
Sure.
I would have to say that's probably still the same with me. Like I loved hearing about all of the history of Hunters Inn, and I would love to be able to hear about more history. That's the part for me.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about Trans-Allegheny. They do a very good job giving the history of it
Okay.
when we go down there. I mean, I looked up a lot before I went down there the first time. It's a pretty cool building, Civil War era. So 9 acres of flooring.
That's a beautiful
architecture. Yeah.
It's the largest stone building in the United States.
Really?
Really?
Wow, I should be an influencer.
Get out of my head.
They're 12 followers.
Follow me on the TikTok. I have
Let's get that to 13.
I have 1/30th the amount of followers as Becca Freshley. So that's kind of what we're doing the rest of this year. We have plans so far,
Yes.
and some future wants.
Future wants.
I think that was a pretty good podcast on
And if
that.
you guys have any other place you guys want us to investigate, get some answers,
Yeah.
drop us a comment.
If you have anywhere that you know of that maybe you want us to look into, like a personal close haunt that you want us to investigate, reach out to Ryan. He's got multiple different avenues out there to be reached out to. As you can see, there's a couple local businesses that are interested in us coming checking things out. So let us know.
Yeah.
We have merch.
We got merch. Edit.
Tried.
Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Also,
Becca Freshley on all social media platforms or BeccaFresh.com. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one.
stay fresh.
Don't forget the talk.